was the spirit. The old ones.
Uh-huh.
I could only grasp some of what they.
You were right, Aloy.
Hello.
This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
How's the door open? Nope. It's on. There's no one. Great. That's one of them. I hate these things. There's just a few of these monsters that are just like terrible. It's the ones that like I can't dodge well, like them. Ridiculous. The door's not even open. What are you talking about? The door open? Oh.
More machines. Make ready.
Well. There we go.
I don't put much stock in songs of doom.
I mean, these guys are real
Now, Aloy, the door.
singers.
Can you open it?
Oh, I can open it already. My spear's gone. Oh, there we go. This is probably going to be a bit longer. Like, I don't know how much left there is, but I'm still convinced this is the last mission. Oh, successfully assaulted the Thunder's drum. Get assaulted. I'm assuming all that purpley black is,
since I stood here.
the infection.
Since then, the daemon has taken over.
Well, let's shoot it.
It's like an infection,
That's what I'm saying.
attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes. And finish this.
Away we go. So what exactly are we doing?
All right. There we go.
An extraordinary box.
This way.
Forge of Winter. Level up. Oh jeez, we're going into the thick of it for real. 760 HP.
Doesn't look like there's much choice.
To the heart of the demon, then.
To the heart. Let's lock and load.
Metal. Fire and lightning. This is a place for machines, not people.
I'm with you, brother.
I can't see a way to close the vent. I'll have to go over. We need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood.
Oh, we go up more. I was gonna say.
That's right.
Oh, I see.
Get me across.
Oh, she's in the air.
Who's talking?
Now to shoot that vent.
Ow. Well, how do I do that? Why is that glowing?
Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge.
How do I turn off that vent? Oh, over there. Okay.
This should get me up there.
Right, 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 right. Down.
Okay, let's see where this goes.
Is that going to do the bridge, or is that going to close the vent?
That did it. Here they come.
That did that. Okay. Now how do I do the bridge? I just jump? I don't feel like I'm going to make that. I definitely am not making that. I made it.
Okay, let's
I'm sure they'll be fine. What is that? That's one of those crap patties. Okay, seriously? I hate that. I always do that. I hold E, and then I let go, and then I hold it, and then it doesn't work.
Come on over, it's safe.
Come on over, it's safe. Oh, jeez. She shot me.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be before the demon ruined it.
What is this?
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder.
That's me.
My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It
This
has
is
reconfigured
Hephaestus?
this facility to build hospitals.
Oh,
Recapture
that's
imminent.
Hephaestus.
I have attached additional data to their file.
Spirit speaks to us.
It's a recording.
Yeah, this is gonna be a bit longer.
It was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This name is familiar to
I
me.
thought about you.
Yes, but I don't know what it's doing here.
Perhaps the spirit will tell us if it left more messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
Open door. Where's your brother? Oh, he's dead. We didn't need him anyway. Oh, I thought that was an arm, and like that was an arm and a leg and a leg. That was like a
I'll try to
man.
find a way through.
Oh, I'll find a way through. Hello. That's really unfortunate. Oh, that's those guys. Go away. There it is. But how do you get through that? Nope. Okay, well, now I don't know how to get around here. Open sesame. Okay, Okay, and let me jump up here. Go like this. Okay, go like this, go like this. Jump. Down. These places are definitely good for healing. You always get a butt ton of it. Don't look down. Okay, how do I get them here? Ah.
I need to get Araya and Aratak across.
Yes, I know that. That's what I'm trying to do.
That should do it.
But what is up here? Why is there a way up? That implies there's something up here. There's nothing here. Blast open this door. Gonna open the door, or don't shoot me this time.
And now it's my turn.
This is a big place. Oh. Wasn't sure we were supposed to jump down there.
Engineer console.
Activate console.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's
I don't know.
been looking for a way to defeat the daemon. And it may have found one.
All I know is that we're on the trail. And why I used that healing thing? Why not? Got a ton of them.
Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over.
Yeah, but how? There's a Tolmec. See how much I gotta do just for you people?
The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
Yeah, you don't say. I'm out here doing parkour, or they just walk across a bridge. How's that fair? Can I do this myself? Guess not.
This looks like the old path. Close enough.
Seriously couldn't walk over that? She said we're close.
Voice of the demon. The altar.
Anything else in here? Well, we'll find out in a second.
But we have to find out.
Gotta loot the room first. Never know what secrets it could hold. Ah, one of these. Okay. Still not sure how these really work.
Possible security threat detected.
Okay. I think we got close though. So like that, and then like this. No. Hold up, hold up. Let me go like this. There we go. Oh my god, that took so long.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated.
I don't know how I got all those
Caldera
other
of
ones in
Yellowstone
relatively
Analytic Nexus
quick
online.
time. I had no idea what I was doing
Spirit of the blue light.
until now.
It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several
we should
new
stop
elite
that.
units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core camp. I will try to raid the signal constraint.
This is a long
One
mission.
has been exposed, but I am in control of it.
Unauthorized protocol return to scheduled task.
I think she's dead.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
Die.
I don't know.
Yes, we do. It dies.
But I think that's the core. The answers are down there.
Well, let's go mess it up.
Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself.
Bro, we all know she ain't gonna accept that.
But I already know the answer.
Yeah, so why are you even saying it? That was a waste of breath. A waste of time. Let's go. End of the world here, people. This thing could be spreading.
Then lead us into battle.
More monsters are being made. More monsters that are gonna kill your tribe. But no, let's just sit around and say redundant things.
Keep moving towards the core.
How do I get there? Guess this way.
Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
I guess not this way. Going, no. Bruh, if I had landed in the lava there, that would have been so disappointing. There goes my extra health. That looks good. That doesn't.
A new unit
I've
that
already
Cyan
killed
warned
one
us
of you.
about. This won't be easy.
Let it stop us!
Take it down!
My god. That was definitely one of the most beefy dudes that we fought. That was insane.
You spoke
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative.
Just kill it.
Routing our network.
Was that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I couldn't tell. Kind of seems like a bad thing. I don't know if I got another one of those boss battles in me.
Spirit! Cyan, please help me!
Restraints
she's
destroyed.
fine.
Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center.
So is it not going to blow up, or is it still going to blow up?
Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
I don't think she's fine. I think we should run.
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters?
Just rob her while you're at it.
Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go.
That rock just landed on her body. That one definitely did.
Let's go.
We didn't grab the spear. Well, hopefully we have it. We do. We're good. That would have been awkward.
One of those?
It's the only way. Get me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! A bomb! Quick!
Why does he just have a bomb on his belt? That's dangerous.
Great Banukai!
That's convenient. And now we cause an avalanche. Hey, well, not dead. Well, it might be. Are we dead? We're not dead. Why does the snow look like it's got fur on it? Snow shouldn't have fur. We did it. We killed the daemon.
Aurea is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Aurea's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Do not tell me I gotta go there. I'm sure I have a fast travel point, but like,
Then I will meet you there
my god.
for the last verse of my
This is definitely gonna have to
sister's
get cut in half then. I really thought that it was gonna be just like not that much, and I'm an hour and a half in. It's fine, it's just I wasn't expecting it. And also, if I'm to be honest, I'm not as big of a fan of the DLC as I am the main game. I don't really care as much about these people. Not as, interesting. Where the heck are we? Alright, that was weird. Araya's retreat. Here we go. Now this, I would assume, is the end. I really don't know still, but I'm assuming. How far deep? Oh, there we go.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to
That's
discuss.
crazy. Poor guy. Don't I understand how she died though? Just like electrocution, or is that like corruption? What exactly was that? Hello. Oh, wait. Talk to him first. It doesn't say optional, so talk to you
Hello,
first.
Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility.
Mm-hmm.
Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus.
So Hephaestus was
I
the
feel
daemon.
profound grief over Aurea's death.
I wasn't sure which one was which.
I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I
I don't remember there being
It is
cyan.
unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Oh god, that's a lot of questions.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me.
Anytime she mentions her, she turns green.
She saved me.
This Firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron at took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
It's a lot of time.
Do you know what happened to your colleague, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow, years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To
Of
be
course.
precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace.
But
So
why?
while losing the cauldron was a setback,
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Maria said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes, I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry.
But
That sounds
why?
terrible.
Your empathy is
I don't
greatly
remember which one
appreciated.
Hephaestus was
It is
in
a
the
quality
explanation
that
of
I
them all.
cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from.
Yes, we do know that,
Long
but like,
ago.
why?
Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
You're welcome.
Why does
Jeez,
Hephaestus
a lot on
keep
that right
building
one.
such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some
Bro,
unknown
these conversations
location,
today are
free,
so long.
hungry, willing to
Not
kill
even in
or
like the main
dominate to
game did
get
he
what it
talk so
wants.
much.
I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan.
Like if we, oh my god, this one is
I ran
crazy.
across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia
That
destroyed
right
herself.
one is just like
How was this accomplished?
10 different options.
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible.
Interesting.
She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I
Bro.
found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of
If we're asking about the flowers, we're gonna have to ask about all of them.
And
We're gonna be
after
here for a
that,
while.
the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark.
I hate
For
poetry,
though
I'm not
from
gonna lie.
out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far. I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy.
That's true.
Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
Finally done with that one.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great
There's still
emotional
more
distress.
questions on the left,
I
too.
believe he
This
finds
is
it
ridiculous.
difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can.
Like,
to
yeah, we're
help.
getting answers, but like, it would be nice
By
if they were
sharing
broken
our
up a little bit.
experiences of
This
Araya,
is
perhaps
just a
he and I will
full-on
help each other. I
30-minute
believe
conversation.
this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
It's probably been closer to like 15. Bro.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Araya's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan.
Evidently.
Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh's servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Clearly.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you.
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Yes, quite.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Faro?
Are you referring to Theodore Faro, CEO of Faro Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Faro was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Faro spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
And then the man who
Guessing they
ruined
wound
it.
up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had
Trash.
little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues.
Though this time
or
doesn't seem much
observed
better
from
either.
media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population.
Jeez.
Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
Or we could do a whole episode on just this conversation.
I
Finally.
should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
Use your
I
judgment.
trust your judgment, Cyan. You were cautious with Araya. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice.
Are we
Will
done?
you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world?
Nope.
I may be able to provide further
Because
insight.
I'm pretty sure that was why that conversation was so long.
I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak.
I assume if you had not done this at this time, then it wouldn't have been that long. Why do you have to go so far away? Will this be the final conversation of the game? Find out. Now. Why are you so close to the edge there? Back it on up, Chief.
My chieftain,
Just...
Oh, yeah, that's right, I'm the Chief.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths.
I thought that as
Araya.
well. I thought he might have held it against her.
And the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
Look at what she accomplished. She was willing to fight. You didn't let her down.
let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warrak can't follow. Besides, you'd already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Is that going to be a mission? Or an optional
Because
thing?
your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. These minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life.
Oh, Fireclaw, Frostclaw. I didn't realize it was two different ones.
Rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Not we, because he's the
Hephaestus
one
wasn't
gonna be
only
the
thing I learned
scum.
about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Alright. So, go to the Palace of the Sun. What is this? See, I don't really want to do that. And it's an errand, so no, we don't get anything out of this, really. Probably. I don't know, I doubt we would get anything, really. I mean, it's just random things. I think it's just something to do. So I'm going to say that's the end. We did not, unfortunately, do all of these. I don't know how many there are. I see 3 that are left. I didn't do all the tall necks either. Those are just like little things that like really doesn't matter. But we got level 56. That's pretty cool. That was a good game. I would give the base game 9 out of 10. The DLC, I like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I really wasn't a big fan of it. I didn't like the enemies. They were much harder, which to some would be better. To me, I don't like that. The story was kind of eh. The area, eh. The weapons were kind of cool. Like, this is cool. But, yeah. So overall, I'll still give it a 9. Because I really did like the base game. But, anyway, we're finally done with this. The new one comes out March 21st. So we got about 2 months, a little less than 2 months. But until then, we're done with this game. Moving on to another one tomorrow. But for now, we